Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a nice Tuesday. I know schools are open again, so I'm sure it was interesting getting there. But everything here is good, and Rick and I are going to go out in a while because we have to shovel in the back, and I'm going to be working on getting the cars cleaned off today too, but we have to get to the back to let Nugget out of her coop because we couldn't get there yesterday. It was impossible. So, because we easily had 24 inches of snow here. So much snow that one of our planter boxes on the deck fell off on the side. So we'll have to, eventually when it melts, we'll find out where it is because I don't know. So now it is time for story time with Miss Paula. So let's say hi to all our friends out there. Hi, Joe. Hi, Evelyn in Arizona. Hi, Emmy. Hi, Jake. Hi, Rory. Hi, Milan. Hi, Meadow. Hi, Nora. Hi, Jack. Hi, Woody. Hi, Easton. Hi, Leo. Hi, MJ. Hi, James. Hi, Kaylee. Hi, Vincent. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Christopher. Hi, Eric. Hi, Evan. Hi, Jackson. Hi, John. Hi, Alexandra. Hi, Callum. Hi, Carl. Hi, Brian. Hi, Trey. Hi, Vicente. Hi, Sodi. Hi, Parker. Hi, Camilla. Hi, Phyllis. Hi, Peter. Hi, Lee. So, and hi to everyone else who's watching. If you'd like me to mention you by name, just ask me in the comments, and I will. Today's book is Simon and the Better Bone by Corey R. Tabor. So let's see. Oh, what nice pictures. What nice, well, it's like a painting. It's like a greenish blue with some white mixed in. I like it. And I think the book goes like this. So let's see. Simon and the Better Bone by Corey R. Tabor. Author's note. Oh, and it's dedicated for Fido, Fluffy, and Spot. Okay, so author's note, Simon and the Better Bone is based on Aesop's The Dog and His Reflection. But Simon gets a happier ending. He is a good boy, after all. Okay, here we go. Simon was out playing by the pond when he found a bone. If there was a better bone in all the world, Simon hadn't seen it. But then he spotted something in the pond. It was another bone, a better bone. There was a dog holding the bone, but it was a scrawny little dog. Certainly no match for Simon. But Simon was a good boy. Hello, he said to the other dog. Would you like to trade bones? The other dog didn't reply. How rude. Clearly this was one of those